Welcome back, everybody. What we are going to be looking at today are rates for flights and transfers. So remember, before you can load a contract for either hotels, flights, or transfers, you would have needed to go to this tab, which is partners, suppliers, then create a new supplier. All right, so we've already done suppliers, so we're just going to move along to the rates. So I'm going to go to this tab, which is rates, and I'm going to do flights. So same principle, you'd come over here, create new. We're doing a flight. I've already loaded suppliers as IATA, so I continue. It brings me to the screen. It's telling me that IATA is my supplier. It's got a currency. Book by date, I'll do 2025, 12/31. Creation date, my markup is 10%. We'll name this flights for Dubai. Flights for Dubai. Infants 0 to 2. Kids would be 3 to 17. Everybody else over there would be adults. 2025, 0101, 2025, 12/31. Those are my contract dates. My airline booking code, let's say it's 999 DXB. I make this active. I scroll down. I move down to these tabs over here. So the first one is services, and I have my plus over there. So let's increase in that. So let's say these are flights for Dubai. My start date, my finish date, 12/31. 10 is my markup. I make it active. Remember, this is to add, this is to remove. The pencil is important because that's where we get to edit and fill in our information. So I'll name this DXB flights. Your format over here needs to be exactly like that or the system will reject. So that's it's a return flight. As you can see, description will be DXB flights. Includes a return, I make it active. This would be economy, but there are different options for you to choose from. Round setting, round selling price. I don't want to override my markup. This is 10%. These are my dates. Adult rate, I'll say is 15,000. Infant, let's say it's 5,000. A child is 10,000. And everybody else over here would be considered as the normal adult rate. Change or cancellation fee, I'll make it 0 for now. So booking code would be DXB. And in here, any additional notes from the airline or whatever you would like to appear on the quote. So then you go validate. It has validated. How I know if it hasn't validated is the system will prompt me that it hasn't validated my information. I then save. Okay, I go scroll down, services again, and there is my information over there. So I go back into the pencil and I can see this is what I've done. Okay, so I don't want to change anything over here, so I'll just close the screen. Additional service, whatever mandatory services are over and above the normal flight price, this is where you would come and put the information in over there. Notes, whatever else you'd like to include in there, you are more than welcome to do so. And then history is just a log of what was happening on this contract. And that is basically how you would load flights. So let's move over to transfers. Remember again, you would have needed to create a supplier for this first. I've already created suppliers down here. So you would go create new, It's a transfer. You'll put in solas, continue. It brings you to the screen, and this is where you put in all your information. So let's say this is solas transfers for training. That's my contract name, my book by date. Let's say this is US dollar. My book by date is 12/31. My markup is 10. My infant is 0 to 2. Everybody else is considered an adult. 2025. These are my contract dates. Okay, so I scroll down. Services. Services over there. I'd like to add a vehicle over here, so I go plus, and then I go seat in coach. My dates would be valid throughout the year, I say. Say Maldives Airport to Kurumati Maldives Hotel. I make this active. Remember, this is to add, this is to remove. But for now, we need to edit, so we're using the pencil. It brings me the screen. It tells me it's a seat in coach. It gives me those departure and arrival location, description. You'll put in your detail over there. You'll make it active, round selling price. My markup is 10. My dates are already in there. So the adult rate, let's say it's $120 for a return, because that's how the system will charge. Infant, we'll say it's $20. A child, let's say it's 60. These two will be considered the adult rate. Booking code, Solas 12345. Any additional notes as provided. I save. Okay, 60. It is actually prompting for a number in there. So I scroll down. My service is over here. So I can add another one, and I can name this minibus transfer. I do have the same dates, the same destination. All I want to change in here are the amounts. So I'll come to the pencil and just complete what I need to complete. Change the amount. So let's say this is 100, 10, 50, 100, and 100. Everything else is the same. And save. Okay, so now I have two services loaded. Now I'd like to add another one. So I'll just add another one, and I'll say this is a private car transfer. Everything else is the same. I just want to go to my pencil because I want to change my amounts. My markup is 10%. So let's say it would be 300, 150, or 100, 150, 300, 300. Scroll down, you save. And now I have three different services loaded over here. If I want to remove anything, I could easily do so. I just remove that. Additional services, any other additional services that are mandatory charges, you will come and you will add it over here. You get to your pencil and you just complete the information in that screen. Once you have everything completed over here, the screen should open up and you just fill in all the details over there. Notes and history as per the contract. And that is rates in a nutshell. Thanks for watching.